I want to be clear about something right away because the fear I keep hearing from attorneys is pointed in the wrong direction. AI is not going to replace you. That fear is so overblown. A language model cannot stand in front of a jury. It cannot negotiate the argument with opposing counsel who knows the local judge's tendencies. It cannot build the attorney-client relationship that wins cases and generates referrals. You've got to know that. But while you're worrying about a threat that's not real, there is a different threat that's already costing you clients right now. AI is not replacing lawyers. It is choosing which lawyers get the call. And that's an important distinction here. That is the thing nobody is really talking about clearly enough. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how it works and what to do about it. So here's what the research is showing about how PNCs are finding attorneys in 2026. And it's a little bit different than it has been. So there was this Bright Local survey that I think it found like that 45% of consumers are now using AI tools to find local businesses and get recommendations. The legal category, as you know, is one of the most active because legal decisions are high stakes and they're just research intensive. People are going to ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and they're asking who to call before they ever open another browser to go to your website. So here's the part that you should pay attention to. It's called the ranking citation gap. This means around, mid 2025, roughly maybe 75% of the URLs cited inside Google's AI overviews also ranked in the organic top 10. That overlap made sense last year because the best ranked pages were your most cited pages, right? But by early 2026, that overlap has collapsed to between 17 and maybe 35, 38%, depending on the query type. So the translation and what this means is the firms that are ranking number one for, let's just say, best personal injury attorney in Atlanta is no longer the firm that maybe ChatGPT is recommending when someone asks who to call. The top organic rank and the AI recommendations are two completely different things, and they are increasingly pointing to two different law firms. So the attorney who is beating you in Google right now may be the attorney beating you in ChatGPT. And the client who never makes it to the search results page never sees your ranking at all. So there's two different games happening. So the firms appearing in AI recommendations are not necessarily better lawyers, right? They are not necessarily even spending more money. They have just built a specific kind of digital presence that AI tools can read, they can trust, and they can cite. That's the difference. So here's what that looks like so you have an understanding of what I'm talking about. AI tools do not just read your website. They scan everything. Your reviews across every platform. They're looking for any mentions of your firm in third-party articles or publications. Your listings in legal directories and whether that information is consistent is what they're looking for. Your attorney bios and whether they include credentials that AI can actually verify. The structure of your content and whether it answers specific questions directly, not vague. So the firms getting cited in AI recommendations, they've just built authority signals and they've distributed them across the whole web. So it's not just a polished homepage or your website anymore. There's specific data points that AI looks for. Research from a 2026 study found that only like 11% of law firm domains get cited by both ChatGPT and Perplexity. Being strong in one platform does not carry over to the other. Each AI tool builds its own independent picture of who the authoritative sources are. So what that means is you've got to be present everywhere they're looking. This is totally new. Like what we have seen is about 68% of legal related queries on Google now trigger AI generated overviews. That means before the map pack, before the ads, before any organic results, the AI is answering the question. For most legal searches, the AI overviews is the first thing a PNC is going to read. Let me give you the specific things that determine whether your firm appears in AI recommendations or whether your competitor does, that law firm down the street that's not better than you. So first off, content that answers questions directly, not content about your firm, content that answers the specific questions a prospective client is asking, right? Questions like, what should I do after a car accident? What happens at a first DUI hearing? What is the difference between Chapter 7 and Chapter 13? AI tools cite content that answers specific questions with direct answers. Generic practice area descriptions are just going to get passed over, and they're basically worthless. Second, review volume and quality across multiple platforms. So not just your Google Business Profile anymore. AI tools read your reviews on Avvo, on Justia, on FindLaw, on Yelp, and then on Google. A firm with 180 reviews at 4.9 stars distributed across multiple platforms is a much stronger citation candidate than a firm with 40 reviews all on Google. Again, you got to be everywhere. Third, consistent entity signals. Your firm's name, address, phone number, and service descriptions must be identical across every directory, every listing, every platform AI can find. Inconsistency confuses AI systems. Confused AI doesn't know to recommend you, and it just won't. Fourth up, schema markup on your website. This is structured data that tells AI exactly who you are, what you do, where you do it, and what questions your content answers. Without schema markup, the AI is just guessing about you, and again, it won't recommend you. Fifth up is third-party mentions. This is press coverage, articles on bar association websites, citations in other legal publications, appearances in legal directories that AI trusts. The AI is always looking for corroboration. Multiple independent sources saying the same thing about your firm makes it a strong recommendation. Just think about it from the AI's perspective. So here's the 5-minute test that I want you to just run this today. Take some notes here. Open ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and Claude. In each one, type, who is the best your practice area attorney in your city? And literally read what comes back. If you show up, you're ahead of most of the other attorneys in your market. The work now is actually to deepen and protect that position. We got to go ahead and attack this thing. If a competitor shows up and you don't, you've got about a 6-month window at best before this gap gets harder to close. This is a time thing. If no local firm shows up at all, just generic advice, you're early. You can establish authority before anyone else in your market does. That would be the best case scenario. It's unlikely that that's happening, though, because the firms that own AI search citations in their practice areas right now are building compounding authority that late movers will not be able to easily replicate. That's what I'm talking about. The window is open right now, but it's not going to stay open indefinitely. Time's of the essence. AI is not replacing you, but it's already deciding who gets your next client. Run that test and see where you stand. I'm Mark Apple. I'm the founder and partner of Forward Push Law Firm Marketing, and we work exclusively with law firms. Come and find us at forwardpush.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.